Hi, Release Fire here. So I'm going to talk you through how to beat Demon King Ganondorf in Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. As ever, if the video helps you out, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But essentially, the trick is to get it with the Shield Buster when he's about to do a move. You can see he gets this little like lightning thing underneath his health bar, and when you see that, that's a good time to use it. Obviously, a Flurry Rush is good, but it takes a lot of skill and it's not terribly easy to do. However, if you can hit it with this Shield Buster, change characters, hit it with a Shield Buster, and then bring down a shield, and then you want to cycle through your special moves, your sync moves, and if you can do that while his shield's down, then you've got the best chance to actually bring down all of his little segments to be able to get yourself a weak point attack, which is where you do the most damage. So you can see here, I'm melting his shield because he hasn't got his shield protection on, because I took that down when he was vulnerable, and if you can do that on loop, then you'll make this fight a hell of a lot easier. However, it doesn't take long before he comes back with the shield back on, and it'll take a lot of bombs to be able to take it down. So instead, what you're better off doing is getting yourself some space and waiting for him to do one of his attacks, or again bring down his shield with a Shield Buster. So for me, I actually used Wild Crash with Agriston, and that was enough to bring down his shield, and then getting in enough attacks meant I got my free weak point smash. Now I changed to my most powerful character, the character that I'd ranked up the most when I was doing the weak point smash, and that means I get in the most damage. And then when he gets back up, you want to repeat the same process and again melt through his shield as quickly as you can. You'll need to change characters so you can cycle through your moves. Now, if you're not too sure which ones are the Shield Busters, it's the Noble Impact for Raru, for example, or the Temporal Toss for Zelda, but the more of your characters that have an ability to bring down shield in this fight, you'll find it a hell of a lot easier. Now, if you get hit by a rush attack, use one of your Rush Breaker moves like Agriston's Wild Crash, which will again bring down its shield, and then again, if you've got an opportunity to do it, use your special abilities to bring down his shield as much as possible. As it turned out, it didn't work out for timing because he was going into the next phase of the battle, but you can still use the same principles in the second phase. Again, use your abilities, your Shield Breaker abilities, to bring down the shield, and then use your special attacks or your sync attacks, and that'll give you more opportunities for the weak point attacks. And then it's a case of cycle, rinse, repeat. Now, obviously, this fight goes a hell of a lot easier if you get to Demon King Ganondorf with the recommended ranking that it tells you. I'm pretty sure I was under ranked at this stage, so you don't have to be exactly up to that amount, but it will definitely go a lot faster. Now, the other tip is to have a good amount of movement speed set up from your camp when you start the mission. You can see that it helped me avoid a lot of the attacks, and then obviously having special attacks charge rate high as possible in your camp setup. That will also mean you've got more special attacks to be able to use against him, and that is how to beat Demon King Ganondorf in Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Like I said before, if the video helps you out, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will catch you next time.